welcome to News in English of Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. On May the 4th and the 5th, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc will chair the government's regular meeting session in April 2016. The first regular meeting since the new government was brought to full strength. At the meeting, the government will discuss the economic and social situation in April and 4 months in 2016. Listen to the proposal for approving Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement (TPP), draft resolution on supporting enterprises in becoming the driving force of economic development. Speaking at the meeting session on May the 4th, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc stated, immediately after the government is strengthened, the government had to deal with so many problems that arise as economic growth in the first quarter is lower than the same period last year, 5.46% compared with 6.12%. 4-month inflation rose 1.33%, while the pressure on prices is still large. Drought, saltwater intrusion, and serious environmental incidents causing mass death of fish in the central. Prime Minister asked the government members to focus on discussing some measures with the spirit of ensuring growth target of 6.7%, inflation at 5%. The Prime Minister said the government would focus more on institution-building activities, strengthen management, maintaining discipline and administrative disciplines, while promoting and ensuring democracy for the people, especially the pessimistic people in society. Prime Minister emphasized and stated, must take care of the material and spiritual life of the people to say no to corruption, negative and wasteful. According to the Department of Industry and Trade, in the first 4 months of this year, Đồng Nai exported nearly 119,000 tons of coffee with a turnover of over 188 million USD, up more than 64% in volume, but up only 28% on the price. Coffee export prices in last April tends to increase slightly from the previous month but remains below 34 million dong per ton. Đồng Nai's coffee was exported to over 30 countries worldwide, including markets in major coffee importers in the first 4 months: USA, Spain, Germany, Italy, Belgium, Russia. Đồng Nai is currently the focal gathering the large amount of coffee from the Central Highlands and the neighboring provinces for semi-processed exportation. About 2 years ago, many domestic and foreign enterprises have rented land inside and outside the industrial zones, building warehouses and preliminary processing factories to export coffee. The province is also where gathering a lot of companies of manufacturing or processing coffee products for consumption in the domestic and export market. On May the 3rd, the Maritime Security and Anti-Terrorism Maneuver according to the mechanism of Asian Defense Minister Meeting Plus, ADMM+, has officially started with the opening ceremony at Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei. This is one of the largest maritime maneuvers in the area with many ships, powers, aircraft and forces participated in. Vietnam for the first time sent a commando team and 1 warship with pairing number 3A1 to participate in the rehearsal. This is an expression of the ability of Vietnam Navy as well as the commando arm in maritime security and counter-terrorism operation. The anti-terrorism and maritime security field maneuver this time also represents the general interest of the country to ensure security and safety issues for people and vessels in the region, especially maritime security and counter-terrorism issues. The maneuver, with the participation of 10 ASEAN member countries and 8 partner countries including India, the US, Japan, Russia, Australia, Korea, New Zealand and China, is expected to end on May the 9th. In another activity of ASEAN, on May the 3rd, Finance Minister of the member country of ASEAN Plus 3, ASEAN with China, Japan and Korea, have agreed to strengthen financial safety net for the region in order to prevent potential crises in the context of stagnant economic growth and unstable market activity. The finance minister and central bank governors of ASEAN Plus 3 also committed to use all necessary policy tools, such as monetary, fiscal, and structure, to promote economic growth, similar to the agreement that finance ministers of developing, emerging, and growth-leading economy groups (G20) agreed last month. On the sidelines of the meeting, finance ministers of the three countries of China, Japan, Korea also reaffirmed the commitment to promote structural and industrial reform in order to raise productivity and growth potential in the context of the persisting unrest. That's all for news in English for today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.